Oh, if anyone can hear me or see me. Oh, I think I'm there. Oh. Yay! At last, I think I'm here. Sorry, guys. I don't know what went wrong. It just all... I was connected and it just kept coming up with an error. I think it was a permissions thing from Facebook. You know how it kind of makes you reconnect all the time. So apologies. Anyway, thank you for joining me, Julie, Jackie, Gillian, Barb. Hello. We're here at last. Just could someone just comment and let me know that you can actually hear me and that I am actually here? Gosh, it's been a long day. I'm here at last. I wouldn't mind, but I was here. I've been sat here since 6:30, just messing around, and I was actually too early, so it wasn't because I was late. So apologies. Can anyone hear me? Let me know. Yeah, Bob. Chris said that he saw me earlier. I'm on my own tonight. He's really, really busy. Hi, Elaine. Can you hear me? Someone just drop me a comment just to let me know that you can hear me okay. Oh, great. Okay, marvelous. Thank you. God, that was hard work. I don't know why it's so difficult. The way this goes on, you would think that I was an absolute technophobe, and I'm actually pretty good with technology. Everyone kind of comes to me, so I'm not an expert or anything, but I'm pretty good. Um, so anyway, we're here at last. I hope you're all well. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for sticking with me, even though we weren't working. Hi Sue, welcome. So, I don't know which bit, I've got two bits of software running. I have no idea which one's working. I really don't know. I need to look at the right camera instead of looking at my laptop. So, we're going to have to do things a little bit differently tonight because Chris isn't here. I'm on my own. So, first of all, before I start, we're still going to do the giveaway. So, if you want to be in the giveaway, what am I going to give away? Do you know? I'm going to do two tonight. So we're going to have a giveaway with a credit for the store. Let me think. What should we do? It's got to be £25, hasn't it? He's not here, so he can't complain, can he? So somebody's going to win a £25 store credit. And we learned, printers. Yes. Hi, Mass. Hello. Jacqueline, hello. So yeah, £25 store credit for one lucky winner. If the thing works to draw somebody, if not randomly. It's all right, Chris. I'm here. I'm on. What you're not going to tell me I'm not, are you?
No, the things keep.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how to stop it. How do I stop it? Hang on. Bear with me, guys. Oh look, let me take all this off. What's all this now? Chris does all this fancy stuff and I don't know how to do it.
Go to the main thing.
Yeah. Oh, here. Products.
Before show.
Yeah, that's what I was in. I've turned it off.
Oh. Nice work.
All right, okay. Sorry, guys. Didn't realise all the product listings were still on. I wouldn't mind, but I'm not even using those tonight, so they were totally irrelevant. Okay, so I think we're good. It was just two bits of software. Facebook and Instagram were all playing up. Instagram wanted me to reconnect, and I don't know how to do that straight off the bat. I have to go and Google it. Facebook had removed all my apps to let me stream, so I had to go back in and reconnect all of that. And then all the cameras kept rotating around as well for some reason. No idea why. Anyway, let's get on, shall we? So 25. Start again. For the millionth time, £25 for credit. Yeah, I am looking a bit tired, aren't I? I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, would you believe? Working as well. Well, and actually that's a lie. I was awake at 3, laid there for an hour, and then I got up. So I've been up working since 4 o'clock. And I have to say, I've only actually stopped for about half an hour. It's been a bit of a long day. So I actually do feel really drained and tired. Sue, is the screen listing off now? It should be off. Right. So tonight, yeah, so we're going to do 2 giveaways. So I'm not going to repeat it again. I'm going delirious. So the second giveaway is going to get a little prize. So someone is going to win. Well, I won't tell you. They're both random. So if you want to be in and you don't normally follow us, you don't know how it works, just type win in the comments, and then we'll randomly select somebody at the end. So it'll the computer will select someone for the £25 store credit, and then I will randomly select someone for my second little random giveaway, which has been on my desk for weeks. I've been meaning to do it and I keep forgetting about it. Do you want to know what it is? Somebody can get, it's only a little thing, someone can get a little Polkadoodles mug, and on the other side it says, shh, I'm procrastinating. So if you, and also, oh, you might not want this, I don't know. If you want this, someone's going to win a mouse mat as well. Could be an embossing mat, because it's really nice and thick and spongy actually. I need a new embossing mat. I don't know what's happened to mine, but yeah, it's nice and spongy. So we had those made a little while, and there aren't many. We only ever got, I think, oh, I don't know how many we got. Not many. A few people have bought them, but I think there's maybe only like 4 left or something like that. Right, okay. So let's get going, shall we? I'm going to try not to be croaky as well, although I can't, you know what it's like. I start and that's it. Off I go. Right, let me just get all my little things here. I need to see where I am. Right, okay. So, all right. Elaine, any thoughts about doing a small sympathy thinking of you collection? Do you want that as a physical collection or as a digital collection? Hi, Dawn. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any requests, I certainly add them to the list. And sometimes it's quite difficult to keep coming up with. After 15 years, it gets quite tricky thinking of new things all the time. So yeah, always, you know, if there's something that you want to see us do, just always message or email, or you know, leave a comment on your account on the website. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it would be a good one for digital, because it's not a thing you're not gonna. This is kind of why I've never done it, because I think we maybe did at one point have some small sentiments, sympathy sentiments, I think. But it's one of those things that you're probably not going to want to spend a lot of money on, I would think, which is why I never kind of really did stamps. So yeah, a digital collection would. I actually have a notepad next to me, so I'm going to write this down. I'm also very aware, for all you digi lovers out there, that I have not done a digi collection for ages, since Christmas. Well, apart from the little birthday one we did. And there is a good reason for it. Basically, is just that we're bringing out so many stamp and die collections and everything that I've just not had time. I just can't fit everything in. That's why I'm having to get up at 4 in the morning. Yeah, because it is just Chris and I. You know, we don't have a big team of people helping us or anything. So yeah, it can be tough sometimes. We work really hard between us. He's out there now on the laser machine. Did I tell you we're on Hobby Maker next week? Don't know if I told you or not, but next Saturday, the 29th, we're on Hobby Maker. Oh my gosh, have we got some amazing stuff for you. I wish I could sneak peek it, but I really can't. I don't think I'm going to have time to do the live next week, because we are absolutely stacked out. We're kind of working, poor Chris is going to be working night and day to get everything ready. I've just kind of been design, And so we have a ton of stuff coming for you if you love MDF. And then obviously we've got new collections on the go as well, so there'll be another new collection soon. So couples for weddings and anniversaries, that's actually on my list to do, Sue. Yeah, it is actually quite high up the list. There is, though, you might already have it, but if you don't, check out the Work and Play 9 Love and Kisses collection if you like digits, because that's full of, it's not really Valentine, well, there's a little bit of everything. So there's wedding, anniversary, there's even like honeymoon, carrying over the threshold, engagement, that kind of stuff. It's it's an old one, so it's kind of in quite an old one of like my older style, if you like. But there's some really nice themes in there, and it's one that I'd actually, if I had the time, I'd actually like to redo it and kind of do it a bit better. Maz wants a large A5 script stamp. Yeah, that's in my list as well. Oh, good ideas, good. Okay, right. Okay, we've got a few new people. So our ARC513, that's Adam, all the way from the States. Hi, Adam. Right, let's get on then, shall we? So I thought what I would do is just revisit the Sweet Moments collection. We move on so quickly that sometimes we kind of forget that, we think things are old and they're not. Sweet Moments, we only actually launched that, what, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago now. So it's still new. We don't have on some of the products, we don't actually have a lot of stock left. So if it's something you've had your eye on but you've not been able, or for whatever reason there's things that you haven't collected yet, then do grab it, because on some of them we're literally down to a pile like that. I actually went in there today and did the stock take, and there are some things that we're down to like 2 or 3 of, and like this is out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So we're getting very low on a lot of things. With the sentiments have the sentiment, I can't remember now. I don't know. Do you know, I can't be doing with anything tricky tonight. I have to say, so you'll have to forgive me if I go a bit too lolly. I do have a tendency to go a bit delirious when I'm tired. Right, let's get going. Wasted far too much time. It's 20 past already. Okay, so I've got to thank Christine because she came up with this. I think she felt sorry for me. She took pity on me for getting up so early. And so she sent me this lovely project to make. So thanks, Christine. So I am going to use, let me see. Let me get swapped over first of all. Let's swap it. Oh, look, that's nice. You can see my camera. Let's just budge that out of the way. Okay. So, I think first of all, let me see what we're making. Oh, yeah, she's used. So, I think I love this. I love this stamp set. So this is the Hello It's Me stamp set. Now I know this one is the one that's really low. I think this one has been your favourite out of the two. So we've got Hello It's Me and Do Small Things with Love. And at first it was Do Small Things with Love that everyone absolutely loved. But I think this one has kind of taken over a little bit. We're going to use that, but we'll go with the flow a little bit, and I might just mix it up and kind of swap it around and everything. So let's get going. Really very organised at all. I've not even got my cardstock out or anything. Crikes. Oh, bear with me, guys. Honestly, I will get there. Honestly, it's been a bit of a disaster, hasn't it? This. Let me just grab some card. I'm all of a kerfuffle now. Wrong. Do you know what I did the other day? This is something you guys always ask me about, and I'm going to show you what I use. And this is my watercolour cardstock pad that I use all the time. I've used this now for about 5 years. It is the cheapest that I can find for hot pressed smooth cardstock, and look, you get 50 sheets in here. Now I have to say, I try not to advertise it, but I get this off Amazon, and I think if I remember rightly, it's about £13 for 50 sheets. Now, if any of you actually buy watercolour cardstock, you know how expensive it is. And this is the hot press smooth version, okay? So get yourselves on. If I could stock this, I would. Into it, and this pad I cannot sell for that price. I don't know how they do it on Amazon. Because nobody else can actually sell it at that price. So, but it is my go-to, and leave me some, although I have just stocked up. I actually got through my last pad and had a panic because I didn't have any more. So I went on out that, and that was just before the last Hobby Maker show, the 2 days before, and I was like, oh my god, I've got no watercolor card. Anyway, I went on, managed to get an order in, but it wasn't delivering for about 3 or 4 days, so it was going to be too late. And then I opened my cupboard, and I couldn't understand it. I hunted high and low because I never am without this. I hunted high and low, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Opened my cupboard, and guess what? It was right there in front of me. 3 pads. It was because I have the spine facing that way, and so I just didn't recognise it. So I had 3 pads of it, and then I'd actually ordered another 3. So, you know, I've got a lot of watercolour cards, but that's all right. I don't mind. At least I'm not going to run out. So, a lot of you ask me what I use. That's what I use. That's why I'm telling you. And because it's, you know, really affordable buying it this way, pad, I actually don't mind using it as a card base like I'm about to here. So I'm just going to use my little creaser. These are back in stock if you didn't get yours and it went out of stock. They're back in stock. I don't know for how long. They are going cray. So let's see, what are we going to... let me think. It's going to be something quite simple, I'm afraid. Like I said, I don't think I'm capable of doing anything really major. Do you know what I might do? Okay, I'll go a little bit off piece to what I was doing. So I'm going to use this. Now, I'm kind of teasing because this is the Merry Everything strip die set. And this is out of stock now, or we might have one left maybe. I've got one on the floor in my studio waiting to go back into stock. I don't know whether it's actually in the stock or not. I don't know. But it's sold out. I think the sentiments, the Merry Christmas sentiments that went with it sold out. And also the awesome sentiments sold out. So watch out, that will be coming very soon. I've just actually been designing it, so that'll come soon. So what this is actually the waste from that die. So if you've not seen it, basically there's two corresponding stamp sets, and you just stamp it all in one stamp, and then you just die cut the whole entire thing, and you end up with 21 sentiments. So this is the waste that I get from that die. So you can do this if you've already got it, obviously. So I think, well, I'm trying to think what I'm going to do. Bear with me. I'm going to change my mind. I was thinking that what I was going to do was I was going to actually use this as a stencil and ink. So it kind of looks a bit like a brick wall. and then I was going to stamp into the boxes, but these stamps don't go with this die, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to stamp in because things aren't going to quite fit. So I'm going to just shelve that. Artist prerogative and all that, you know. Let's just shelve it, shall we? Let's shelve it. I'm just trying to see. I feel like doing a something fun with stencils, but I don't know what. So I'm just randomly going through my box here. No, it's not jumping out at me. Right, okay, let's go here then. So I'm gonna, so this is the All You Need Is Love dies, which I think these have sold out. Don't know if they have. Low stock. So what I'm gonna do, so you can see here, if you've not seen this before, let me just show you. There we go, that was a bit bright. Excuse the camera. Okay, so this is a nested die, and as you can see, it's a really nice size, and it says all you need is love, 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 all the way around, like the Beatles song. I kind of just plagiarized it, but I really love this, and I'm a little bit into like wordy wreaths and things, as you will see soon when you see some of the new things we're bringing. You will understand where I'm coming from and why I say I'm a bit addicted. In fact, I think the word is obsessed, actually. Anyway, so let's see what we can do. So on this die set, what I really love about this is that when I designed this, you know how the nests that you have, very often you can't, you kind of get like the waste bit in between. So like for instance in here, this is like a little wreath of hearts, and then the bit between that and that is usually just waste. But when I was actually designing this, I kind of took that into account, and I tried to make sure that even the waste was quite decorative so that you could also use that. So what that did, let me grab something, I need something dark. So what that did, can you see how you kind of almost have like this could almost be like a sprocket or a gear, a wheel gear, you know, a gear wheel, a steam pump wheel, that kind of thing. Gear. I had the right word to start off with. And, you know, they're all a bit like that in here. And it was intentional. I just, you know, kind of try to make sure that you get the absolute maximum out of your dies. Here's another one, look. So another kind of little gear, which is quite cute. And then even the center, which is the heart here, I made sure that even that cuts in like this little kind of zigzag edge, which just makes it totally, you know, it's all about usability, and you're getting the absolute max of the products with Polkadoodles. I really try hard to do that, and you would not believe how much time we spend positioning stamps and dies on a sheet so that I get the absolute maximum. I quite often see other brands, I won't mention, I can't even mention them because I don't know, but who they are. See them, see a sheet of stamps. I've so there and I go, oh my God, you know, they could have put stamps in there. And I just see it as wasted space. I don't know if it's just, you know, kind of the way I am, that I'm a bit thrifty, or, you know, quite what it is that drives me to do it so much. But I always have, and I've always found it. I think it goes back to when I first started crafting, and you know, I used to buy stamps and there'd be a space, and I think, why couldn't they put something in there? Just a little stamp in there would have filled that, and then you get more value for money. Sorry, I'm just rifling. I'm looking for some for my switchable stencils. Oh, I can't find anything. There they are, right in the middle. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. I'm kind of changing. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. So I'm going to use. I need to turn this camera down. It's terrible. Just bear with me. Can't see. Not better. Okay. Right. So I've got here our switchable squares and rectangle stencils. So it comes. If you've not seen them, this is how it comes. Hi Julie, thanks for joining us. This is how it comes, and you just going these are they've got little tiny tags holding them in place, but you're just going to pull all of these out. So basically, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stencils in one, which is so cool. And then you can use all these, and what you can do, they're called switchables because you can literally place things in different places. So you could stencil this into here if you wanted. You can position them all over the place, and you can also use it as a mask. So what I'm going to do, I've got another one here that's where I've just got the apertures, and I think what I'm going to do is go a little bit funky, and let's just position that there. No, I've got some tape there under there. Let me move that. Let me adjust this camera. It's just I'm a bit far away. I like to be here. Okay. Just gosh, honestly, I can hardly even move my fingers. Even my fingers have given up, guys. Right, okay, so I'm going to position this here at an offset. I don't really know why, I just am. So I've already got some tape on here, so I need to get this off, and I just need to mask or make sure that it's not overhanging, because we're going to actually use it as a mask, okay? So I want to make sure that I'm not going to get anything on the edges where I don't want it to be. So any change for I'm feeling a little bit bored with the colours, if I'm honest. Do you know, I think I might go green and pink. It's quite a nice combo for a change. Things we're gonna use. So I think see how I've kind of gone straight in there, and so I've got quite a dense colour here. That's why. So and then you end up with this. Now eventually you can see I've kind of actually looks worse on the on the screen than it is in real life there. But I want to say gone off page, she'll be thinking, what the heck? That's nothing like what I was gonna do. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I kind of want that ombre effect. the corner. And then I think down here, there is no right. So I think that's enough pink. Now this colour, I'm never quite sure. Colour I love, but I'm never quite sure. Well, I haven't used it for a while. Alright, let me go with this colour. I don't know what that was on there, but anyway. Right, so yeah, it's this kind of nice mossy kind of green. So let's just go in here. Light green and pink as a combo. I think it looks really nice. Always looks dead fresh. So again, I'm going to come in quite heavy just in a corner. And actually just because it's a tiny bit there, I'm going to just randomly go off that side. Gosh, that looks really dark. It's not actually that dark in real life. And then I think we'll go quite dark in there. And don't forget, in fact, I'll do both. I'll do one light, one dark. Okay. And then just to give it a little lift. Oh, look, all my brushes are mixed. Oh, not that. It's not quite the right colour, but it'll do. I think that's why it's coming out darker, because I'm using all the wrong brushes. So I'm using Salvage Patina. Again, I'm using colours here that I've not used for quite a while. I am really boring with my ink pads. I always use the same colours all the time. So, as you've probably noticed. So let's just add a little bit in there. And this, with the pink, is going to go a little bit purpley. We'll just put just a little tint in. And then also what we'll do is, in here, because we've gone green, 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 I'm going to go over this one here and just make that a different colour. And what I'll do there, I'm just going to grab my detail brush. Okay, and we're going to just get in there, and it means we can, it's not going to be quite so difficult to do that blending. So if you wanted to, you could just come off here, just put a little bit in. And you could even just add a little tickle there of green just to blend that in there. And maybe just a little bit down here as well. Just so we get that colour blocking thing going on. Okay, let me just grab my spongy. My poor old spongy's been through. He's been through the mill. Look at him now. Oh dear. Right, okay. So big reveal then. Shall we go for it? I don't want to take this off completely. But that looks quite cool, doesn't it? I love with the Distress Oxides how you get that really matte finish and a really crisp edge. It looks quite cool. Julie, this is an A5 one, this one. So this is A5. There is also, if you check on the website, there's another two. So there's a circle one as well. And these will work with the others. So we had the squares and the circles last time. And these are now squares and rectangles, and then there's a different circles one. So, yeah, I kind of feel like I need to do a bigger one as well. So, but it needs to go to an A4 maybe we do it with the same size blocks, but I think we need more patterns. So on this one, obviously you could only get that one pattern in there for this one. But it's not only about the patterns. So what I want to do, because I haven't had a chance to show this yet. Now, let me see, where are we? I've colorized it before I actually stamped. Okay, luckily, do you know, I'm quite tempted to do something else, but I haven't got all the stuff out for it. So I've kind of got an idea in my head of what I wanted to do. Right, okay, so I'm going to grab my patterns. This little bit of floral here, and they're quite, you know, you can, I won't say abuse you, I'll just say abuse your stencils, but you know, you can, they're not, they're quite robust. I think that's the word. Be careful, you know, because they are quite delicate. Some of them, you know, are more delicate than others. So I'm just going to hold this in place and get my little detail stencil in. You can see better maybe that way. And look, it's coming out a lot darker on the screen. I wonder why. So you can just get your little, just grab a different colour. I want a pink. So I'm just going to put that flower back on again. I'm not bothered about lining it up or anything like that. Doesn't matter. I just want a little bit of a pattern in there. Oh, it looks really dark. That's bizarre. So look, what you can do is you could go over here. You can just place them wherever you want, basically. I mean, it's completely up to you. Put a little bit in there. Don't need a lot. Choose a different one. You know, and where they're a bit small, but you know, where they're smaller, you know, just use a little bit of it and just build it up as you wish. It's just such a cool technique, because you don't always want loads of stencil, do you? You just don't always want that. Right, okay, so just put that back so I don't lose it. Put them back for now. Put them over there to get cleaned. So I think what we'll do, we're running out of time because I was so late. I'm sorry. So let's remove this off. Okay, I'm going to just leave those end bits there. And actually, no, well, what I was gonna kind of do something else with it. Now, I think I've got a few little bits poking out there. So let me just poke some bits out. So, oh, the sound's going. Oh, sorry, hang on. Might be my batteries. I did wonder. It could be that I'm leaning on it. I haven't got a pocket today. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to just change my batteries over. Is that better? I might be pressing on it. It was behind me. I wonder if I was sitting back against it and knocking it out a bit, maybe. Oh, it's been full of technical problems tonight. I thought we'd had a good run. We've had 2 or 3 weeks where we didn't have any issues. It's because Chris isn't here. Not that he really does much, but you know, he's not a technical person really either. I'm the computer person in this business. I'm the toilet washer and toilet cleaner, the washer upper. I don't do the bins. Do you have jobs at home where you're like, you know, what are your jobs? I don't do the bins, the smelly bins. I won't do that. Actually, I will do it, but I don't. I don't know what else I do. Sorry, I'm just poking. I can't stand it when there's bits left in my dies and I haven't weeded them out. So I'm looking at this, and I quite like this. So I'm just trying to figure out what I could actually do to this to kind of make it stand out more. I'm thinking I'd quite like to raise that up so that it's actually 3D, and then we could just pick out a section. See, look, that looks quite cool like that, doesn't it? Or maybe we go with that. Here somewhere if you wanted to. I don't want to die. Okay, okay. So, Christine, I'm sorry. I'm just not even there with your project, love. The other thing we've got here that would work really nicely with this is we've got the. Oops, let me just pull this back. We've got the Sweet Moments chipboard here. And look, this was actually designed, I sized this, so it actually sits inside. So you kind of get a double layer almost. Or what you can do is you could kind of like offset your layer a little bit if you wanted to. You know, you can do what you want with it. And don't forget that, you know, you can, again, you could maybe, I don't know. Gosh, I'm a bit undecided. I can tell I'm tired. Right, okay, so I am going to just grab some chipboard here. And actually, what I'm going to do, we have these gorgeous Polaroids. I'm going to use one of those, I think. I'm going to put them just out of the way, because if I get all the chipboard out, I will stop. So, look, all I'm thinking is this Polaroid fits into the whole square thing perfectly. So we could just tilt it at an angle. We could go that way. You could go that way. Entirely up to you how you want to do it. You could then overlay, you know, layers are where it's at for me. I love making layers of things. So, you know, I quite like that. Just make sure there's hearts on the side, so just kind of make sure that you're gonna get your hearts so it's your message is in the right place. Quite like that. Quite like that straight and geometric when the when everything else is kind of off kilter. So let's come back to that. And what I've got here is we've got lots of sentiments. We've got a cute kitty. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do the kitty. Little kitty. Let me just grab them. I'm only using these because I just happen to have as a clean. wonderful. There's some Copics in here as well. Don't want them, a bit random colours though. But anyway, might be alright. Where's my paintbrush gone? I'll have a swig of water while I just put some water in my pot. I don't think I've had one drink today that's been hot. I just have to keep throwing it away. Right, okay, so God, that's no good, that paintbrush. Neck. Paint the fourth bridge with that, it's that big. Okay, so I've already stamped this little kitty out. So I'm just going to take some water and just literally, I'm doing it because it reminds me of Wanda the cat. So you might not know about Wanda, but basically we've been adopted by a cat. We don't know who she belongs to. She had been coming. We moved here, in September 2023. Can't believe how long we've been here already. And she kept setting our security cameras off, but she would just like run away as soon as she was so timid. She just ran instantly. And then just before Christmas, I think it was like the beginning of December, all of a sudden she just decided to let Chris give her a little love. So he managed to like give her a little stroke, and within 3 days she'd moved in. And she's been here ever since. So she's hilarious. She's so funny. So she just, we've got quite a nice, well, it's not really, it was really old when we moved in. Like quite a big garden, very overgrown. She's a great little mouser. She's always out there, like stalking everything out in the garden, especially at night. So, yeah, she's just cute. She reminds me of this little kid cat, reminds me of one. I call her Wanda. She don't know her name. She just wanders about. She doesn't stay long. She treats the place like a hotel, really. But I don't think she ever actually goes home anymore. But she's here all the time. So yeah, she's a little character and she's taken over. You know what they're like? Cats rule the flipping roost. You've got no chance. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in her ears, a little bit on her cheeks, a bit on her nose, a bit on her tummy there. And I'll just put a little that. You see, you don't some I might for a really long time, have we? We could do, you know, to Kit and Clouder now. But I think, you know, I'm good friends with Alice, but I kind of feel like the stuff you do over at Kit and Clouder, it's very specific. His way of colouring, and I think it's nice to also do different ways of colouring because different styles and things. Right, okay. So let's see what we were going to do. I'm going to stick on this camera because so I think what I'm going to do, grab a little pair of scissors. Hi, Carol. Am I still breaking up? I don't know what it is then, if I'm still breaking up, because I've put new batteries in. I'm sorry. It's maybe just the connection. Am I breaking up or am I catching my microphone maybe? Maybe I've not got my mic on properly. Okay, so I've just zoomed that off. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's breaking up. I don't know what's going on. We actually are on super fast broadband now. We got rid of we were with Sky and it was fine, but it was just no good for streaming. And then we've installed completely different to what I was meant to be doing. So I'm going to grab here, we've got the chipboard here, and there's this, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's this gorgeous old retro phone. Come on. So let me take that off. I'm going to glue this down later. So what I want to do, let me see. I think what we might do is kind of go, if we could maybe make the telephone, make it look like she's actually on the phone, look, like this maybe. Oh, I've ripped it off, never mind. I wanted to anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, because we've done all of this in pink, I think we need to break up the colour a little bit. So I'm going to do my phone blue. So we're going to do it with this Age Patina again. And again, I'm not too bothered about having a really, it doesn't have to look really, really neat. Back in again. Look, let's just bring in some of that green and just, so you end up with two-tone. You wouldn't have something that was just like, well, I suppose you would, but I always think it just looks a little bit more interesting if you can do it two-tone. So always, if you're going to do this, do it with your lightest colour first, so you don't mix your inks up and contaminate them. And then just a little swish. And then I'm going to just push my centre of my phone out. And this is going to look lovely because it's looking a bit vintagey. So just a little bit of glue. And what I love about chipboard and MDF is that because you get the burn marks from the laser, because this is all laser coat, because you just get a slight burn around the side, it's only very slight, it actually makes it look quite vintagey on its own without you even doing anything. So look, what we could do now, we can, look, we could even almost, I feel like I need something behind it. It's quite busy. I need a little bit of cardstock behind. Let's just grab some. Let me see this one. Just, there's a lot going on in the middle that I need to get rid of. I don't like it when it's like it's a bit overpowering. Now here's a little tip for you, look. So I'm going to just swipe over so this is watercolour card again. I'm just going to swipe over that. This is a damp sponge. This is our spongy, if you've not, sorry for the camera shaking. And then what I'm going to do is just take that patina again. And because I've just wet the card just a little bit, it just, again, you can kind of get a bit more of a smooth blend. But at the same time, it kind of just evens it out and it makes it a little bit more subtle as well. So if we just put that there, and that now is kind of looking a bit like a photo, like the background. Look at all this mess. I'm going to have to get rid of all this. This is too mad. Look, everything's... Look, this is how many times I've changed my mind this evening. I am really sorry. I've been terrible. So what I would do, so you can either go in that way or you could go in that way. I'm going to go that way, I think, because I want the sentiment here to stand out a bit more. So look, now it kind of works. And because I've used this watercolored cardstock as my card base, and then you've got the chipboard. The chipboard is like an ivory colour, and the cardstock is that creamy ivory kind of colour as well. So it all really works together and mixes and matches. So now we can have little Wanda in there. Her tail's in the way a bit, but never mind. It should be all right. We've got her in there. She's on the phone. Oh, look, this is quite cute. Look, she's on the phone there. Listening. She's listening on the phone. And then what we can do, we've got loads of different sentiments and things in here. So what have we got? I've got a little banner here that's quite cute. I love layers. I just love crafting with layers. And what I really like is doing what we've done here, where you actually restrict your colours. So by restricting your colours, it actually makes everything tie together more. So you've got less to clash, if that makes sense. So, you know, like, it's just, if you always restrict yourself, colours, but it's a really good principle to have. So look, now we can maybe put that there, or should we have it down there? Let's see. Maybe we just go there. Under the, don't want to waste it in a way, but let's have it there. Let me zoom in a bit. Can't go any closer. It looks a lot darker on the camera than it actually is. So, and then we just need a little sentiment. Let me see. So in here we've got, sorry guys, I haven't really done much of a technique. So I'm going to just grab one of these little speech bubbles. And let's have a look on the stamps and see what sentiment we can put in. Love you. I like the hello one. Hello, how's life? It's me. I kind of have to do the hello, it's me thing. So this, so when I designed this, I designed it to fit the chipboard. If I remember rightly, it should do. You've also got a die to cut this out as well, but it actually fits the chipboard. Just like that. So now you can kind of go, hello. And then you've got another stamp in here that says, it's me. Like on Adele. It's okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip that a little bit. We're going to just cut it at an angle. And then all I would do is just kind of go, it's me, down there. And I'm not going to do anything else because I'll spoil it. I think it's quite cute as it is. There is just a little heart here that's very cute that you might want to put on somewhere. You could maybe put it down there. I don't want to. I'm not going to do it. So obviously I've not glued it down. But I just wanted to show you that different way of you creating a background. So the switchable stencils are just amazing. They're fab. But it's just about layering, and there isn't really a lot on there as such. It's just about kind of, it's the first time I've ever done a card on a diagonal, I must confess. It's not my usual kind of look. But it's just, I don't know where I kind of saw. I saw something recently and I thought, oh, I really like that on that diagonal. So it's worked quite well. I was going to go a lot more subtle with the background. It was meant to be really nice and soft and a bit ombre, but it hasn't worked out that way. It's gone quite dark. So I think I was just a bit heavy-handed. So are you all in the giveaway? I haven't seen many comments that say win. So if you want to be in the giveaway for £25 store credit, just comment win now, because I'm about to do the giveaway and I can't see many entries. He normally does it and keeps reminding you, and obviously I've not forgotten all about it. So there's 2 giveaways. So someone's going to get a £25 store credit. You could get this collection almost, maybe I can't remember how much it is, but you could get part of it for sure for £25. A good chunk. And also I'm going to randomly pick second winner who will get another little cute prize as well. So have you all entered? Have you all said win? I'm not going to show you what I was meant to be making because then I can make it again another time. It's got a lovely technique in it, and Christine will be fuming with me. Sorry, Christine, if you're watching this. She's a good egg. She's been helping me quite a lot. So, yeah. Oh, I've got hearts coming all over. I am just watching tonight, Carol. Oh, thanks, Carol. I know. Well, I was good. To be fair, there's a couple of you that have. I think the thing's not. It keeps picking the people that comment a lot. I think because you're engaging a lot. So the more you engage, guys, I think the more the random picker picks you, if that makes sense. So I think if you're just watching and not saying much, it doesn't. I think it doesn't. I don't know. It's supposed to be totally don't, well, it has, but there's a couple of you that have won a couple of times. So don't worry, Carol. I was going to be a bit strategic so that it was fair, but thank you for that. Right, okay. I need to see who. Let me see. Have we got? Where's the giveaway? There's only 5 people in the giveaway. Right, okay. Let me have a look. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I can't see who's entered, so I'm gonna. Oh, Elaine! Hey! Is it Elaine? Bit of confetti? Has it picked you out? I don't know what it does. Does it actually show you it? I don't know. Right, okay. So, Elaine, you've won the store credit. So you've got a nice £25 store credit there. Well done. Congratulations. And then I'm going to do it again to get the other prize. If you were late coming in, the other prize is one of our Polkadoodles mugs. And it says, Shh, I'm procrastinating. So this is limited edition. There's only about, well, I don't know how many there is. I can't remember how many we got. Not a huge amount. And you're also going to get a Polkadoodles mouse mat, which can also be an embossing mat as well. So let me see. I'm going to pick from all of you that have been commenting. Design team are not allowed. I've still got comments in from last week's live. Sorry, I'm going to make sure it's just you guys. So who can we have? No design team. Who is there? I am doing it randomly, honestly. I'm just trying to find the end of the comment list. Okay. Right, I'm at the end. Where are we? There we go. Gillian Wilson. Okay, Gillian, you've won the mug and the mouse mat as well. So let me write those down. So we've got Elaine, Packer, and Gillian. Well done, congratulations. So, can you both just send, let me, hang on, let me, I will send you both a message of how to claim. So, let me go back to here. Hello, I'm back. So well done, guys. Congratulations. Thank you for staying with me. I feel like I've been a bit all over the place, so I apologise. I am really tired. I'm literally, I think I would say I need some caffeine, but I'm not having caffeine at this time of night. I'll be buzzing. So I've made notes of your comments about stamp collections and different themes and stuff. So thank you for that. It's always good to hear what you want as well. Anything else? Any questions? So I won't be here next week because we've got Hobby Maker on the Saturday and it's just too much to do the live in the week. If I do have time, I might kind of come on and do a little sneaky peek. But it's going to be quite a difficult week next week. We have a huge amount to do, lots of packing to do, lots of new products. I think we've got, I don't know. We had so many new products, I've had to cut some because we can't, we literally, it's just going to be too much. It's overwhelming. So, can't remember how many, we've still got a lot. So between Chris and I, we're going to be late nights, early mornings, lots of packing and not much in between. So, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I'll sleep like a rock. I think I'll have a little lie-in in the morning till at least 7 o'clock maybe. If I'm lucky. Usually I'm up at 5, 6 anyway. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for sticking with me. Sorry about the hassle at the beginning. It's so annoying. It irritates me more than it irritates you. Trust me. And hopefully next time, so it'll be the week after, so 2 weeks time. I think it's might be the 5th of April, I think. might be the 5th of April, the next one. But anyway, make sure if you're new and you've not been here before and you want a reminder, I knew there was something else I had to say. Just comment reminder and you'll get added onto a reminder list. And whenever we're about to go live, you get a little reminder that drops into your DMs, either on Instagram or Facebook. And it's just a really useful little thing. So if you like what I've been using tonight, is from the Sweet Moments collection. It's all there on the website, so you can go and shop if you want to. There's not much left, so grab it while you can, because we're literally down to like a handful on some things. In fact, on most of it. I was in the warehouse today and there's hardly anything left of that collection. And thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time. See you on a Hobby Maker, hopefully. Hope you can tune in. I can't remember the hours. I think it might be 2 and 7, or it's either usually 1 and 5 and 2 and 7. I don't know. But anyway, Saturday the 29th. Okay, thank you for joining me. See you soon. Bye bye.